Morning. I think I'm losing my voice, which will be sweet relief for one or two people. How you doing? Like, everyone knows that I love throwing a few expletives around, you know, so I thought, why not start the day by dropping the C-bomb? This word is very activating, very, very triggering for a lot of people. So I'm going to chuck it out there. Consistency. Oh my God, this comes up all the time. And people are so fucking fed up of how you've got to be consistent. And actually, I feel like there's something in this notion of being consistent. And especially around social media for people that are like in business or, you know, growing a following of some description, or even just starting any kind of business, reaching out, networking, all that kind of thing. Like the consistency part is the part that drives everybody mad, because it feels a bit like consistency means like permanently switched on or revealing absolutely everything 24/7. I know it came up in our mastermind call last night about like sharing things, sharing about you, you know, like I'm doing now, sharing consistently on stories. And I want to bring a different way of looking at this. I want to bring a couple of points actually. First of all, why don't you just remove that C-bomb of consistency and just call it connection? Like it's opportunities to connect. It just feels so much different when I just think, I'm out here connecting with people. I'm out here connecting with friends, family, clients, followers, all that stuff. Like, it's just a totally different vibe to this consistency that's become this toxic word. And when we connect with people, we don't necessarily like just spill our guts about absolutely everything. It's not a situation where you have to reveal all. Connections are something that deepen over time, you know, and are different for different scenarios. Like, I have a deeper connection with my husband, obviously. So he gets a deeper level of, like, knowing and understanding. I have a deeper connection with my friends and family, you know. So they get a different version of, you know, what's happening, what's going on for me, all of that stuff. There's not everything is out there on the table for everybody to access. But I think in this toxic pursuit of consistency, people think that means laying it all out there all the time, every day, bearing all. And it doesn't. People get a different level dependent on what you want to give them access to. There's a deeper level of connection in my groups. People are going to hear stories and lessons and things that they don't hear at this surface level of like my stories and my content. People are going to get a different level of connection, learning and understanding in my paid groups, you know, paid training, should I say, and another whole depth of connection when it's one-on-one, because that's when we can really be like open and vulnerable. There's been a level of trust built in there. So if you're thinking, I've got to consistently be out there, and a part of you that is kind of reluctant to do that is connected to this idea that consistency means bearing all, I want you to know it doesn't. It really, really doesn't. What it means is, for me, connection. Just connection, genuine connection, authentic connection, you know, heart-led connection. And I get to decide how deep that goes. You don't know everything that's going on in my life, you know. Nobody does, apart from the people closest to me. So don't be fooled by thinking that because I'm on here consistently, that I'm sharing everything. I really aren't. So if the word consistency pisses you off, activates you, triggers you, irritates you, but there's some other part of you that knows that there's something in that, there's something there that's going to help you to grow, then switch consistency for connection. Just switch the word out and look at how can I keep connecting. It's not about being consistent in a robotic algorithm fashion. It's like, how can I connect? How can I connect? And just remember, you decide how deep that connection is and at what level you want to open up. So that's my thoughts on connection. We've come into the forest. It is still quite foggy. Maybe we'll see a wild boar. Not that I'm totally obsessed or anything like that, but I really want to see a wild boar. I really want to see a wild boar. I was walking through the forest, a different forest to this one morning with the dog when we first moved to France. And it was near a traveller's site. And so there was like a path that went down to where the travellers' caravans were. And it must have been one of their dogs taking himself for a walk. It was just like a little staffy, but I didn't see it. I just heard something rustling in the bushes. I was like, wild boar, wild boar, wild boar. And then this little staffy ran out, so that was disappointing. But I absolutely babbed my nicks. I don't know what I'll do if I see one. Apparently they're fucking enormous. Have you ever seen one? Anyway, there you go. Wild boar. Obsessed.